my name is Teresa, and I'm a freshman studying at Gyeongbuk National University. Today, our group is going to talk about psychology. First of all, I'm going to introduce outline and what is psychology. And then, Lucy will present famous psychologists. Next, Ju will show careers in psychology. Lastly, July finish by saying Q&A. What is psychology? Psychologically, we are going to watch video these days. For example, at Kill Minumi, you can see Jisung suffer from dissociative identity disorder. In this drama, Jisung has 7 personalities. Each personality is its name. That is 차도연, 신세기, 안효성, 안요나, 페리박, 나라, Mr. X. Also in movie, as good as it gets, the main character has obsessive compulsive disorder. He must be in good shape and clean, very clean. Look at this video. He must be checked. He must be clean. Hot water. So great. Like this, increased interest of psychology makes webtoon about psychology. Ultimately, what is psychology? The dictionary definition of psychology is as follows. Psychology is the study of behavior and mind, encompassing all aspects of conscious and unconscious experience as well as thought. Psychology is not mind reading. Psychology is not divination. Every human is unique. There are more than 6 billion of the unique people in the world. So there are more than 6 billion kinds of personality and tendency. Psychology is science, seeks to understand individuals and groups by establishing general principles and researching specific cases. This is like mind reading and divination.
Now I'm going to introduce 4 famous psychologists: Freud, Albert Bandura, Carl Rogers, and Adler. I hope you know Freud. Freud is the founder of psychoanalysis. Psychoanalysis is often known as the talking cure. Freud would encourage his patients to talk freely on his famous couch and to explain exactly what is on their mind. The next psychologist I want to introduce you is Albert Bandura. He is famous for his social learning theory. Social learning theory claims that people not only learn by being rewarded or punished, but they also can learn by watching somebody else being rewarded or punished. This theory can explain how children can be affected by watching violent media. The next psychologist I want to introduce you is Carl Rogers. He is the founder of humanistic approach to psychology. Let me tell you one of his theories. For a person to grow, they need an environment that provides them with genuineness, acceptance, and empathy. Without this, relationship and healthy personality cannot grow as they should, much like a tree will not grow without sunlight and water. The last psychologist I want to introduce you is Alfred Adler. He is the founder of individual psychology. He was less known among the public in Korea until a book titled Courage to be Hated was published. The book is basically about a self-help guide to a happier life based on Adler's psychotherapy ideas. The book shows a dialogue between a philosopher versed in Adler's psychology and a young man struggling with inferiority complex. You are unhappy not because of your past. It's because you don't have the courage to become happy, the philosopher tells the young man. The book tells you that all human anxieties comes from relationships with others. And to be truly free and happy, one has to develop a positive self-image, which is irrespective of what others think of them. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Joe. I'll introduce to you some careers in psychology. Firstly, I'll tell you about counseling psychologists. They help people who have mental illness by counseling. If you want to be a counseling psychologist, you should obtain grade 2 in psychological counseling. Their annual income is about $20,000. Secondly, I'll tell you about clinical counselor. They appraise psychological problem and the character of the patient. Then they advise or counsel their patient to cure them. They should protect the privacy of the patient, and they should have warm-hearted mind to empathize their patient. Their annual income is about $40,000. Lastly, let's talk about profiler. Do you know this guy? He is Korean actor Lee Jae-hoon. He acted as a profiler in the drama Signal. Profiler is affiliated in police officer. They should in police officer they solve crime which don't have clear motive or clues through psychological investigation. Their annual income is about $35,000. For now, to summarize, we have told you about psychology and famous psychologists and careers in psychology. In this way, we could note that psychology is a practical major. Thank you for listening to our presentation, and now we're going to have a quiz. Question 1. There are 6 billion of people on Earth. Then are there over 6 million kinds of different character and personalities?
There are 6 billion different kinds of personalities. Billions.
Yeah.
Did I get it right? It's okay. That's fine. Don't worry about it.
Or legs.
False.
Right?
False.
True.
No, because there are 6 billion people, not 6 million. False. Yes.
Next question. We introduced to you Freud. Freud is founder of the psychoanalysis. Psychoanalysis is often known as blah blah. What is the blah blah?
Anyone?
Oh, you're right.
Whoa. Whoa.
Thank you for listening.